Now, for people who are in Qatar or people who have gone back to vacation or people who wants to come to Qatar, there is the topic, and today it is a discussion. And it is all about some of the questions and answers about the change of employer or the change of job in the state of Qatar. There are many people who are asking different questions, and maybe you don't know where to start. You want to change your job, you don't know where to start. Maybe you've tried, but maybe the message that is coming is not what you expected. Now, today I want to talk about some of the questions and answers, mostly about the change of job or the change of sponsor. One of the questions that people has been asking themselves is, can my current employer or company cancel my visa, or can there be any problem once I get approval? Or someone is trying to ask this, can my current employer cancel my Atlas approval message? Or someone is, you can put it this way, you are asking yourself, can your current employer deny you an opportunity to join a new company that you got after you've received approval from Adlasa? The answer is very simple. Your current company or your old company cannot cancel that particular process. Your current company cannot bring any problem, or there is nothing that they can do. Now, if you don't know about this one, if you have received an approval from the Adlasa and your current company or your current boss is trying to deny you opportunity to leave the company, then the best thing you can do is to liaise with your new PRO. You need to liaise with your new PRO and tell him or her about the issue, okay? Because there are some companies outside here which are denying their colleagues, they are denying their staffs to come out, or they are being denied some of the benefits. Now, what you can do is that the best thing that you can do is that you just liaise with the current PRO, that is the public relations officer of the new company, and you will be helped. Now, another question is, how long does it take to get Adlasa approval? How long does it take to approve the Adlasa? Now, or how long does it take for your request to be approved? Very simple. Now, it is usually around up to 10 days, but it can be even more, it can be even less than 10 days. Some people have received the approval in the next 3 working days, 4 working days, or even 2 working days. Now you are asking yourself, you've applied, but your change of employer has taken long before you've gotten the Adlasa approval. Now, what I want to tell you is this. It is not a must that you will get your approval in the next 10 days or less. It can take time. It can take a month. It can take weeks. It can take even days. Now, this is the problem for the people whose change of employer is taking long. They have taken long. It has taken long before they receive a message from Adlasa of the approval. The reason is maybe the system or the network of the labor is low or is down. That is also something else. If the network is low or the system is low, then that is one of the reasons maybe why you are not getting your approval. Or something else why it might be delaying is that when you are attaching the documents necessary for the application for change of employment or the change of employer, then you might have missed some of the documents. So that's the reason, or that is the duration that the Adlasa approval can take. Someone is asking this, or this question: how can I change my employer or company in Qatar? Now, if you want to change your employer or you want to change your job, in my previous videos I talked about this. there are some of the steps that you need to take. Step number one, you have to look for a job first. Get a job first. Don't resign from your current company if you don't have a job. Look for a job, apply, and then something else that is very important, get offer later. There are people that are saying that because the government doesn't allow NOC now, they can just resign from their company. Let me tell you, you will be in a big problem. If you resign from your current company and you doesn't have a job, you doesn't have an offer letter that you have at hand, then your company can decide to go and cancel your visa. So the best thing that you can do if you want to change your job is look for a job, get an offer letter. Then after that, you need to notify your employer through the ADLASA. Attach requirement documents for the change of employer. Then you will get approval from the ADLASA. After you got the approval from the ADLASA, then the new employer initiates electronic contract. This is usually in Arabic, whereby you will sign. After you sign that particular contract in Arabic letter, then the new employer will upload it and sign the contract, and it will be uploaded into the ADLASA system. And after that, the new employer will request for your new ID. Another question that many people are also asking themselves is, can I cancel my ADLASA application? Can I cancel my ADLASA application? Yes, you can cancel your ADLASA. If, let's say that in any case you've gotten a job somewhere, okay, and you feel that the other one that you applied for is not good for you, and you need to change it, maybe because of the salary is higher than the other one that you applied for, then you are free. You can change that particular application that you made before. Of course, also in my previous video, I talked about how you can change, how you can cancel your ADLASA application. And the cancellation is applied manually in the Ministry of Labor. It is being done manually. It can also be applied by the employee or the mandob. Mandob, this is now the PRO. Another question is, can I change job in Qatar without NOC? Yes. In 2020, the Qatar, in the 2020, the Ministry of Labor abolished this issue of NOC, non-objection certificate. Before, you could not move to any company if you don't have NOC. But right now, as we speak, because the government of Qatar realized that there are those people who are compatible in different fields, right? There are the people who maybe came as a cleaner and they have experience in teaching. So the government of Qatar realized that they sat down and said, no, we need to give those people particular opportunity. We need to give them time to grow in our country. So as a result of that, you find that people are free to change jobs. So as we speak, in Qatar, you can change job without NOC. And if you go to a company and they are insisting that they want NOC from you, then the employer might be in problem. Number 6, is NOC still required in Qatar? I have said that it is not required. It is not required. Another question is, what do I do when my change of employer has been rejected? What can I do if my change of employer has been rejected? Now, you want to change job, you already have an offer letter, you have applied, but you've gotten a rejection message from ADLASA. The best thing, or the reason why your change of employment maybe has been cancelled, is because you did not attach all the correct necessary documents. There are the documents that you need to attach. And most of the people that ask me different questions, the main problem that they do have is they don't attach the release letter. Release letter, this one is now a letter that's showing that your current company, okay, or your current boss has allowed you to go and look for another job. That one is the release, just to release you, okay? And the release letter can be in different form. There are many types of release letter. We have the resignation letter, okay, which will be approved by your current employer. Then we have the end of contract that your current employer will give you, or we have the termination. If you have been terminated, it means that that current employer, he or she doesn't want you. So if you've been applying and then you are getting rejection, just know that there is a document or documents that you did not provide. Okay. Now there's this question. You've written a letter, a resignation letter, and then you've given to your current company, and then they have refused to stamp it. The best thing that you can do, that I usually advise people, is if you have the email address of the company, just write it through email address and send it. Okay, just send to them, so that that particular email that you've sent, okay, the text or the resignation that you've sent through the email address, you can print, then you attach with other document if you want to change your sponsorship. Then this one, how long should I be in my old company after ADLASA approval? Yes, you've applied and you've gotten your approval. Now you are asking yourself, how long should you leave your current company? Very simple. In that particular message, in the approval message that you are going to get from ADLASA, you are going to get also the last working days, the notice period that you will be in that your current company. It is usually 1 month or less than 1 month. Okay, so if you got a message that your last working days will be on 30th October, okay, then you are supposed to work up to on 30th October, or you're supposed to be in that particular company up to 30th October is when you do what? Is when you join your new company. And also, it will also depend with the new company. Maybe they want you as fast as possible. Then it will be upon them to take you before the end of the period, or before the end of the notice period that you are given by them at ADLASA. Now, what happens if I have finished my ADLASA notice period and my old company refuses to give me my end of service benefit? Now, there are some companies that you finish the days that you are given, or the month that you are given by the ADLASA, or the notice period, and your current employer, they have refused to release you, or they have refused to give you your end of benefit. Now, this is now a serious issue. The best thing that you can do is to launch complaint with the Ministry of Labor, okay? And mostly people do go to the industrial area labor court. That is where most of the people usually go. Now, this one is now a serious issue, that if you sue your current employer, then they will be in problem. The ministry or the government will take or might take action against them. Now, the goodness of Qatar government is very simple, that if you have a case with your company and the company feels that they have offended they have offended their workers, then the court will give you two options, will give the company two options, whether you want to settle this one outside the court, or you want to settle it in the court, or the court should be, or the government should be involved. So most of the companies will find that they prefer tackling this particular issue with their workers outside the court. So it will be mutual agreement. If they agree, then it is well and good. But if they have refused to release you, or they have refused to give you an end of benefit, then you can go and report to the Ministry of Labor. Now, another one, what is the first thing before starting change of employer? The first thing that you need to do before you want to change job, I said before, get job first, and also get a offer letter first. Those are the first things that you need to do when you are planning to change job. And also there's this question, what is the notice period I should give my current employer? The notice period that you need to give your employer according to the Qatar government is, if you've been in that particular company, if you have been in that particular company for more than 2 years, you've been in that company for more than 2 years, which means that you finished your contract and also you've added another days, okay? Then that one you need to give your current company a period notice of 2 months. 2 months in advance. You need to tell them that you want to resign or you want to leave their company. That one, if you have been in that particular company for more than 2 years, then you need to give a notice period of 2 months. Now, for people who have taken less than 2 years, less than 2 years means that even after you've just finished your probation, then you need to give the notice of 1 month. You just need to give notice of 1 month. Now, someone is asking him or herself, why do I need to give 2 months notice if I have taken more than 2 years? It means that it will give you your current company time to settle your benefits, to settle your benefits. And less than 2 years means that you can even take 2 months or 3 months, depending with the probation period of your current company. So that means that there's not too much that the company needs to do in order to release you. Now, my good people, if you've gotten this information as very important, please just don't forget to subscribe, and also try to like. You can like this particular video, and also if you have any question, you are free. You can ask your question down there so that I may tackle it also next time if I can. I have nothing to say now, but I just have to end this particular information that I was giving you. Thank you so much, and as always, I salute you, and may God really bless you together with your family and at your workplace. And if you're planning to come to Qatar, welcome. It is a good place to be. Thank you so much. Till next time.